What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this BYU versus UConn college basketball game going down on Saturday, November 15th, 2025. Before I get into the free play, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, want to save your time and aren't just looking for my best bets, you can always find those over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description in this video. It'll say Brad's best picks, and you can find my plays there as well. Put out so many free picks every week, but everyone always asks me, what are your best bets? What are the picks you have the most money on? And that's what the premiums are for. So I'm ready to have a massive Saturday. Would love for you guys to hop on with me. We also do have the inner circle. Now, this isn't for everyone. This is for people who make larger bets. You need to bet at least $1,000+ a game to be accepted into this program. But we've had a lot of high rollers join, have had a lot of success. So if this sounds like something more up your alley, text the number on the screen and we'll get back to you. But let's break this bad boy down, man. We got BYU and UConn going at it. I feel like this has to be the game of the day. Let me see what else is on this slate. Yeah, I think Oklahoma, Nebraska is good. Georgetown, Clemson's good. Maryland, Marquette's good. There's actually some good games on this Saturday slate, but I think this one has to take it, man. And this game is being played in Boston at TD Garden. So this is where the Celtics play. Obviously, BYU being in Utah and then Connecticut, it's probably going to be basically a home game for UConn. We'll see how the Mormons travel, but it's going to be, if I could guess, it's going to be mostly UConn fans in there. And interesting one, man. We haven't seen UConn really play a good opponent yet. You beat Columbia, you beat UMass Lowell. I don't even know what this school is. What school is this? Oh yeah, the New Haven Chargers. I gotta tap in with the New Haven Chargers, man. But yeah, so UConn really hasn't been tested yet. I mean, they've looked good in all of their games. The New Haven game, they only put up 79. That was a bit weird, but I'm not hanging my head on it. On the other hand, we have seen BYU play Villanova. They started their season going against Villanova. They were 9.5-point favorites in that game. They only won that one by 5. They only put up 71. So, wasn't too impressed with that performance. But I think these teams are going to be both really good. My thing about BYU, it kind of seems like they may be a bit of a one-trick pony. We all know how good Richie Saunders is. That is their guy. He was great last season. He's going to be a dog again. What I worry about BYU in this game is just how much more depth Utah has. Of course, you got Alex Karabin. You got Terrace Reed. He's been on fire. He's averaging 19.5 points a game. I just feel like this UConn team just has a bit more weapons, whereas BYU, it's the Richie Saunders show. Also, UConn, the bigger team, the more experienced team. They're shooting the 3-ball better. They're shooting the 2-point ball better. They're about the same when it comes to free throws. One thing about BYU is they're really good at taking care of the ball. They're only turning over the ball on 8.5% of their possessions, which is the 4th best in the league. UConn's really good at taking care of the ball too, but all around, guys, I'm going to take UConn here. I am high on this UConn team. I guess you could consider it a down year last year. I think this is a good season to buy in on UConn. I think they're stacked. I think they have a team to go far. And with this game being on the East Coast in Boston, like I said, it's going to be a UConn home game pretty much. I'll take a shot with the Huskies. Here. Not a game I'm going to go crazy on because let's be real, guys. We haven't seen UConn play a real opponent yet. This will be their first test. But from what we've seen against the cupcake opponents and just this team on paper, I think they'll have the upper hand on BYU here. So give me UConn. Appreciate you guys watching this. Drop a like, drop in the comments who you're taking in this game. Check out my best bets. Check out my premiums. Like I said, those are the picks that I'm putting the most money on. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. I'm going to catch you on the next one.